Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for the next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general, so take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. As well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. Thank you for the love and support. Do keep in mind that when you find this video, when you're guided or drawn to it, it's meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period, not just when for after posting this. Anyways, bear with me. There's something kind of peaceful but a little bit stressed about your energy, okay? The overall message I received for your next 48-hour period, channeled from Spirit, everybody needs your energy. Everybody needs your energy, okay? Let's put this to the side. And we're going to pull from the Light Seers deck. Let's do some shuffling. Because I need to get your voice out there as people will truly listen and benefit from what you have to say, okay? To begin for Scorpio for the next 48. Wow. Okay. So it feels like you're going from what feels like an approach where you weren't going with the flow, because this came out in reverse at first, where things weren't feeling quite peaceful, but we're still feeling a bit emotional, to this flipping in the upright position being the center of your reading, talking about you putting your hands up and going with the flow, people feeling inspired by your way of switching it up, adjusting, approaching, just saying it is what it is. I feel like you're not forcing it in the next 48-hour period, because on one end you don't have a lot to give, feeling a bit depleted or just low in resources, but also you just have a lot going on otherwise. So it's like, why force it, right? It's almost as if the way you're feeling is purposeful so that you can easily manifest what you desire, okay? It feels like you may have more than one moment in the next 48-hour period, for some of you one significant one, where in the midst of manifesting, you're being completely honest with somebody, okay, or a group of people. You might also find that you're releasing an old version of yourself, or just, again, an old approach to a lot in your life, okay? Bear with me as I struggle. And I feel like you may not have the best quality sleep in the next 48-hour period, but something to switch up, to change, okay? It might be due to your spiritual connection. Do beware of a stress over money for one reason or another. It feels like you're being pushed to take this approach on your money as well. You could be taking this sort of it is what it is approach to a situation you don't fit in with anymore, or never did, even if it felt like it once upon a time, and saying, you know what, I accept the key that Spirit in the universe is trying to present me at this time, or will moving forward, to walk through a gateway, a door to a better fitting situation, something more aligned with who you're meant to be. And it feels like you're being presented a level of options, choices in regards to what you need most at this time. If that's a new job to move past a situation that's unhealthier, again, you don't fit in with, or it could be a living situation. You could find that you just want a lot of options when it comes to love, but it feels more financially based or involving money in one way, shape, or form, okay? And so therefore, you getting options in regards to this happily ever after. Some of you might have to do with benefiting your family or growing one. But all the meanwhile, it just feels like you're being pushed to recognize choices, options are flowing in the next 48 hours and moving forward, in order to give you a better sense of what you deserve, or what is meant for you moving forward, as far as your stability, your happily ever after. Once again, your happiness in general is important. There's going to be something peaceful and angelic about you, even if you get a little bit frustrated from time to time, or sort of abruptly spit out a level of honesty again, that people just desire. It feels a bit contagious. People just see you and they're like, is there something different about you? And you're just not knowing how to explain it, but you're just like, I just feel like I'm not forcing it at this point. I just feel like being, okay? Allow yourself to recognize that when you experience this glow up, or this glow in a peaceful manner, that's the way you're meant to be moving forward, okay? You need to recognize that you are a water sign, okay? Go with the flow, ride the waves towards what you deserve. Ride the waves of what you're experiencing mentally, what you're drifting to, thinking about. Don't think about the past too much. That is a reminder that's coming through. I feel as if you're going to drift, I stutter a bit, if you're going to drift mentally, as if you have so much of a choice, right? But try to fantasize about your beautiful future, where you want to travel to, where you want to move towards, who you wish to be with. Okay, somebody's reaching out from the past, and I feel like you're not going for it, okay? As they drew me to this flying pig right here. All right. Allow that to just be a minor moment in the week where you're just like, okay, next, moving right along onto my bright future, and I don't see you in that. The Knight of Wands coming out as well, being pushed to recognize that you deserve to see what you're producing, developing, working towards, putting a lot of your efforts towards in general, panning out, working out, leading you towards bigger and better, seeing people inspired by you. Again, I'm not getting a very sort of frustrated or passionate sort of fiery energy from this, even though it's a wand/fire energy. As it was drawn to her face right here, there's just something content and happy, but again, peaceful about it. You just feel like there's a fire lit within you that just is allowing you to move towards things more in a more content way, once again, okay, in a more balanced way, where you don't feel like your energy is out of whack, or people, places, and situations have power over you or could affect you in a negative manner. In all the meanwhile, you will see a level of abundance overflowing in your cup, because you're doing things in the way you're meant to, because you're not overstressing, because you're not overly concerning yourself with, I just swore, with matters that don't need that energy, okay? That don't need to be overly focused on, right? It feels like you even will find yourself being wrapped up in situations where somebody will bring up gossip or negative situations or negativity, and I don't even know if you will discard it or walk away completely, being wounded and needing to have patience with all of which, other people, situations. But I feel as if you will desire your alone time, and just kind of in the midst of them bringing this up or being wrapped up in the situation, you just will be like disinterested, okay? Not really responding or participating, adding to it, which will fizzle out that kind of conversation, sending out the message energy-wise that you are all set with that low vibrational kind of way of being, right? You're all set with moving forward, or at least in that moment, with what's going to strip away from the love that you're experiencing for your own energy. People loving that about you as well. Okay, that was the weirdest way of putting it. Feeling a bit alone all the meanwhile, but accepting it. It's just like you have the choice not to feel alone, but you choose to be, okay? You could even find that in a certain way, even though you're surrounded by a lot of love and support and people crave your energy, it's contagious once again in its own individual way. You just sort of feel a bit on your own, okay? Feeling as if certain decisions, those choices, once again, don't need to entail everybody, but they could, okay? If you need to consult somebody when it comes to their advice, or it may overcomplicate things, and I feel like that's what you're intuitively picking up on. There's a fresh start moving forward that's going to leave you so damn abundant and loving your life even more. And I feel like you're attracting a lot of potential love situations at this time, or an improvement in a love connection. Good for you. With the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords, again, feeling quite secretive, not willing to, or feeling the need to put everything out on the table, right? When it comes to the choices flowing, and when it comes to what you're thinking, what you're processing within one's mind, you're in your own Scorpion way. You could find that someone or multiple people are just ready to shout their opinion towards you. And it could be kind of why you feel the need to, in a defensive way, be honest or just tell them how it is. But I don't feel it almost works against them, right? Therefore, you retract even more, and you're just like, I'm going to do my own thing as spiritual guidance leads me in the right direction. Even if you feel like you don't fully get it, okay? Where things are heading, where a specific somebody's meant to, how they're meant to treat you. Okay, I don't know why that came through, But we have the Two of Cups that's been sitting over here for a while. I feel like there's somebody that you do care for or has the potential to have where there's the potential for that situation to escalate in a beautiful way, to develop, if you will. There could be a future here, or there should be for some of you if you're already committed. But it feels like it's on the side, right? It feels like there's a lot going on here that you need to put your energy and resources towards. When you feel like at times you don't have a lot, you could feel a bit depleted once again. But they're there, okay? It feels like you'll be pushed to water at a certain point in the next 48 hours. And all the meanwhile, level of abundance comes in a multitude of ways. Attention, right? Some attention you don't want, but some loving attention, and reminds you that the wheel is moving all the meanwhile. When a little bit of money flows in throughout the next 48 hours, embrace it and thank the universe, okay? Thank your guides for pushing you in the direction of what you're meant to manifest, okay? A reminder that the possibilities are endless at this time for you, and that it's simply a week where you are being pushed towards a lifestyle, right? Of more peace, contentment, and one where you feel the need to jump out of bed in the morning to accomplish what you need to live your life to the fullest. As I do feel like there is a wish fulfillment, you're forewarned, interesting wording, to expect moving forward, okay? It's just a next 48-hour period where people crave and desire and just want your energy, okay? So keep it up. I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hoping you have the most amazing next 48-hour period, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.